Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with a different kind of video from any video that I've ever done before, but I definitely want to start doing videos like these because I am constantly buying things, and I know that I have not been the best about rehauling things and letting you know how I like things, but I feel like if I do these kinds of videos and then with my empties videos, I can pretty much cover the basis as far as what I am liking and what I'm not liking. I may go ahead and just start doing like a monthly products that I'm not liking and, products that I'm loving and products that I'm hating type thing. So anyways, these are all products that, and I don't know if I even told you what this video is. This is going to be a products that I regret purchasing video. So these are all products here that I have purchased recently, that I have tried out, and that I do not like. So this is more of a negative video. If you do not like these kind of videos, feel free to go ahead and click out because I don't want to upset anybody. I am definitely not trying to offend anybody. These are just products that did not work for me. I'm not saying they're bad products. I'm not saying that you shouldn't like them. They may work perfectly fine for you, but they just didn't work for me. And either that or they're just products that I regret buying because I'm not using them. I'm not using them in a way that I thought that I would. So anyways, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to start with some face products first. So the first product that I regret buying is this guy here. This is the First Aid Beauty Triple Protection Skin Tint with Goji Berry. I did pick mine up in the shade Fair. I did find mine. Oh, I don't know why my camera doesn't ever want to focus. Okay. I did end up finding this at TJ Maxx. It was on sale for, I want to say, about $14.99. So this is supposed to be great. It's supposed to be just a very sheer skin tint with sun protection. So I thought that this would just be great for really every day because I typically wear more of a light coverage foundation. Anyways, I really like medium coverage, but I don't mind a sheer or light coverage either. Any of those will do for me. This I found. First of all, I have to put it on with my fingers, and I don't love to put products on my face with my fingers, but when I tried it with a brush, it just streaked it all over my face. It smeared everywhere, and then I ended up having to just do it with my fingers anyways. A sponge just completely eats it up, so I end up just having to rub this on with my fingers. And even then, it just is patchy. It's a patchy mess. It streaks all over my face. I feel like it settles in weird areas, and then about 20 minutes after I put this on, it's already breaking up. So it's I'm getting weird, areas on my forehead and around my nose and on my chin where the product is just breaking apart. So and it has almost zero coverage, like no coverage. I wouldn't even say it's light coverage. I mean, this is like completely sheer. Just will barely even out your skin tone. So yeah, I'm not loving this. I do regret purchasing this, and yeah. So that's the first product. The second product that I regret purchasing is this Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Foundation Serum Drops. So I picked this up in the shade Fair to Light Warm, and I tried this out a few times, and much like this product is very lightweight. It's very serumy, but this is the weirdest foundation I think I've ever tried. It feels like it is powder suspended in serum. So you go to put it on your face, and you can put this on with a sponge, which is what I did. I tried it different ways. I tried it with a sponge, with a brush, and just with my fingers, and it just doesn't work. So it's like you put it on, and it's almost got this weird powdery texture to it, even though it's a serum foundation. And it has that weird kind of slick, velvety, oily feel to it, which I love in skincare, but is just weird in a foundation. So, and it just looks terrible on me. It accentuates all the little hairs on my face. It sinks into my fine lines. It has okay coverage, so it's fine as far as coverage goes, but again, within like 20-30 minutes, it's breaking up on my forehead, and I do not have oily skin, so for a foundation to break up on me like that is very odd. So yeah, this just did not work for me. I don't like it. I totally regret purchasing that. Okay, now let's move into some kind of more makeup items. This is another item that I found at TJ Maxx, and this is the Model's Own, I don't want to blind you here. This is the Model's Own Color Chrome eyeshadow palette. So this is what it looks like. And this is an all cream eyeshadow palette. So you get some really beautiful colors in here, and I do enjoy a cream shadow. And yeah, this though is that cheap cream. Let me find a color here. This is that cheap cream formula that is oily. It's super oily. It slides all around. It never ever dries down. And you can see it shears out to almost nothing. So yeah, and then I thought, okay, well that's not too bad, because sometimes I do like to, you know, have that kind of glossy, kind of sheer look on my eyes. I think it's kind of cool. So I thought, well maybe, you know, I can just use it like that. I can just use it when I'm wanting that kind of sheer, you know, kind of cool look, especially in the summertime, especially going into this time of year. But the problem with these is that they are also incredibly, incredibly patchy. So you try to put it on your eye and you can't get it to like lay down even in an even layer. It just gets patchy and weird. And yeah, this was just such a disappointing product. This is probably, I hate to say this because I don't want to say this about anything, but this is probably the worst cream eyeshadow formula I've ever tried, hands down. This was just bad. Okay, moving right along. The next thing that I regret buying is a highlighter, and it is this highlighter from e.l.f. And I can't remember what this one was called, but this is the white gold. This is in the color white gold, and it was something like something metallic. So here I'm thinking it's just going to be this beautiful blinding, and it looks like it would be in the pan, this beautiful blinding highlight. But this thing is so powdery and so chalky that when you try to put it on your skin, and it swatches fine, it's swatching fine, but it feels very, very dry. Even in the swatch, it feels very, very dry. And it looks very, very dry on your skin, and it's very, very subtle, actually. You don't get a lot of payoff with this one. You don't get a lot of shine, and it's so thick, and it's just, it feels like a very, very cheap formula. And yeah, I just didn't enjoy this at all. It didn't sit well on my skin. It didn't give me the kind of highlight that I like to wear. I even like to wear natural highlights too, and it just didn't look good. It didn't look good in any way, so I'm gonna quit talking about it, but that was a fail. Okay, moving right along. Now this next item that I regret buying, I regret for a few different reasons. So I regret it because it was very, very pricey for what it is, and I regret it because I don't think that it is that great. And that is this little Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. Now this came in a little kit on Sephora, and it comes with a little pigment, like a little sparkly pigment that you can tap over your eyeshadows, as well as the new mascara. Now, I love the pigment. I love the little jar of pigment, and I have not tried the mascara yet, so I don't know what that one's gonna be like. But this eyeshadow palette, it's really pretty. It's just got some very pretty basic colors in it, but the word is basic. These are definitely something that I have in my collection, you know, 50 times over. And I have tried these eyeshadows with probably 6 different primers, and I cannot get these to stay on me all day. These end up wearing away If you go in like with this matte shade, this is the only matte shade besides the black. So you've got 2 matte shades, these 2 here, and the other 4 are a foil or shimmers. So if I go in with these mattes in the crease and then I go in with one of the shimmers all over the lid just for kind of like a simple look, what ends up happening is the shimmer ends up wearing down just to like this portion of my eyelid, and then the crease just, it's like nothing. It like completely disappears in my crease, and I have dry eyelids, so it's not like I have oily eyelids where my eyelids are eating my eyeshadow. Totally the opposite. I usually can wear any kind of primer, emollient, whatever, unless I'm wearing a very emollient primer and a very emollient eyeshadow formula. Sometimes those two don't mix very well, but usually I can fix that real quick with just wearing a drier formula primer, and then the more emollient eyeshadow will work just fine. This one, I can't figure out how to make this work, and I'm so disappointed because this is my first my first kind of experience with Pat McGrath, and these are beautiful, don't get me wrong. They're pigmented, they're beautiful. I love the colors, I really do, but these just don't wear well on me. So it's not so disappointing that I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm just gonna, I just know that I'm only going to be able to wear this when I'm not going to be wearing makeup for a full day. So this is not something I can wear to work. This is something that I will just have to wear on maybe weekends when I'm only going to want makeup on for a couple hours, and then I know I'm going to immediately wash it off. But yeah, I'm sad because this is really expensive. I mean, $50 basically for a little eyeshadow palette and a couple other little tiny things. And I just don't think that it was worth that. So, and I have heard people say that that formula is the same formula that is in the bigger palettes as well as the 6-pan palettes that she carries, so or that she has. So I know it's not, that it's just lesser quality because people have said it's not. So anyway, sorry, moving right along. The next thing that I regret purchasing, and this has been, I'm pretty sure this has been completely discontinued, and I don't think you can probably find these anymore, but I still regret buying it all the same, is this little Urban Decay Vice lipstick palette. So basically there's nothing wrong with this palette, it's beautiful. My daughter's gotten into this one and played a lot with it, so it's kind of a hot mess, but really the only reason I regret purchasing this is because I don't use it. I don't use lip palettes at all, so and I am glad that I did purchase this on sale. It was like $20 from Ulta. Oh, I've got some fur on me. It was like $20 from Ulta on sale, and I want to say it was like 3 or 4 years ago. But yeah, I totally regret purchasing this because it's not getting any use, and it's just kind of sitting around, and I basically just let my daughter play with it at this point. Okay, the next thing that I regret buying, and I just bought this not too long ago, and you would have seen this in a haul, but this is the Smashbox Holidays Contour and Spotlight Palette. So I did purchase this during the holidays. Thankfully, I did purchase mine on sale. It was $19.50 when I grabbed it. And do not get me wrong, this palette is gorgeous. The quality is fantastic. It's nice, sturdy packaging. You've got a huge mirror on it. And then you open it up and you've got all of these beautiful highlight and contour shades. But just like with the lip palette, I am finding that I don't use face palettes. I like to use single products. And not only that, every single highlighter in this palette, which there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 highlighters in this palette, and all but these 2 shades right here are too dark for me. So yeah, it's basically unusable, and I hate that I have a palette this big with only 2 shades that I can really use. This powder is really nice. It's really nice for an under eye powder, but I have other under eye powders, setting powders that I prefer. My Cover FX, even a Physicians Formula one that I prefer over this, so I'm just not reaching for it. And then you've got your two contour shades. You've got a warmer contour shade as well as a cooler contour shade, and they're beautiful. Do not get me wrong. The quality is stunning. The shades are stunning, and they really are beautiful products, but I don't contour. I hardly ever contour, so this was basically just a big fat waste of money for me. So I am going to resell this on Mercari. I will link my Mercari down below for you if you are interested in purchasing this or any of the other items that I have for sale on there. But anyways, yeah, this I will be passing along because I am just not using it at all. Okay. And the last items I have here, I'm going to lump these all together because I purchased these recently. Again, you would have seen these in a haul, but these are all of the items that I purchased from Zoella. So I hate that I don't like these things because even though I don't know who Zoella is or if that's even her name or if that's just the name of her channel, I'm pretty sure she's a YouTuber here, and I am not trying to throw shade at all, but these products just did not work for me. This Sweet Inspirations Fragrance Body Mist on my skin did nothing. I couldn't smell it at all. Now, that being said, I have body chemistry that absolutely devours fragrance. So nothing sits on my skin for long. It's like my body completely metabolizes fragrance at a rapid rate. So it didn't smell bad. It literally, I sprayed it on and there was nothing, absolutely nothing. So that was a fail for me. This shower sauce, this is weird. Yeah, it's a weird smell, and it's very fresh, and yeah, I've never used this, but when I got it and smelled it, it just smells weird. I don't even know what kind of fragrance they were going for with this, but it doesn't, it's odd. It is very fresh, but it is like sharp. There's a very sharp smell to this, and it's not floral. I mean, it might be floral, maybe a little bit, but it's just a very strange, sharp scent that I can't even describe, and I don't like. And then the last thing, I did use this a couple times, and this did something weird on my skin. Not only that, but it's a very strange cucumber smell. It's like kind of like a fresh cucumber smell, but it also has a synthetic kind of sharp, and that's the shower gel as well. Very synthetic smelling, very sharp smelling. And then this, I think what they were going for was like a light cream that would just sink right into your skin. But this, it sunk in, but it left a weird like film on my skin that flaked off, that actually stayed white and flaked off. So yeah, that was a complete fail for me, and I just did not enjoy any of those products at all. Okay guys, so that is it for my kind of products that did not work for me, things that I regret purchasing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!